I'm your host with the most open 23. You're joining me for Uninvited Chapter 5. Your fingers graze over the discolored skin of your neck as it settles into a bruise. That's not possible. It was only a dream. I know it was. There's no way. Memories gush forward of Bryce, always too rough in his lovemaking. He would purposely leave hickeys when he knew you had a job interview coming up. Just another way to control you. No, Bryce, I told you I have a job interview tomorrow. For what? You don't believe I can support you? You trying to leave me? What? Did you stop loving me all of a sudden? Of course not. I just want to have a job to earn my own money. You don't think I can support us? That's not what this is about, Bryce. It's not. Then explain to me what this is about. Why do you all of a sudden feel the need to get a job? Because excess of money is what the world is all about, and maybe she wants some independence. On a side note. It's not all of a sudden. No? Then what is it? You want to meet other men? Is that it? Leave me for someone else? You think I'll let you go? Now you're a controlling piece of crap. You clutch your beaded bracelet, shaking the past from your head. You take several deep breaths. Stop it. He can't hurt you anymore. No one can hurt you. No one. There's no one else in the cabin except you and your new boss, Alex Carter. You would never have imagined him as the type to try and attack you in your sleep, but you know firsthand disturbed people come in all shapes and sizes. Anger boils as you think of Alex Carter pretending to be concerned when you had woken up from your nightmare. He could have just been afraid of getting caught. Pervert. Pull on your robe and storm towards his bedroom, your footsteps pounding against the wooden floorboards. I hope you are really not going to accuse your boss of doing something like this, do you? You don't bother knocking, you don't feel the need, not after he took the same vile liberties. Your unexpected entry catches him off guard, he mumbles something before remembering exactly where he is. What the hell do you think you're doing? A moment of panic wells up in you. What if I'm wrong about this? Squash down the doubt, remembering it's only the two of you in the cabin, your finger pointing in accusation. What the hell am I doing here? What the hell were you doing in my room? His brow narrows together. Are you sleepwalking right now? You monster. Alex Carter murs a finger back at you and shouts, I don't care if you are sleepwalking. Get out of my room this instant. I'm not sleepwalking. I'm here because you came into my room without my permission. You take an intimidating step forward when you realize it's only you and Carter in the room. You have no weapon to protect yourself. Of course I was just in your room. You were screaming like a madwoman. Was I supposed to ignore you? Alex sighs in frustration, muttering something about hiring a charity case. What did you call me? A charity case? You have no proof. You have no basis for your accusation of him assisting. Or assaulting, I'm sorry. I never, and that's a big thing for me, I never go around false accusing people, so I'm not a charity case, and I don't need your charity or anyone else's. I'll have you know I worked hard for my degree, and I'm just as capable as the next person. Alex slowly massages his temples. I knew this was a mistake. What? You thought that because I was abused before, I'd put up with it again? That I'd stay quiet and be grateful to have this job? Get out. No, not until you admit what you did was wrong and apologize. You're right. Alex only turns his head towards you, his mouth a grim line. I was wrong. I was wrong to hire you, a total psychopath. Believe me when I say that I am deeply regretful of my decision. You can feel your mouth hanging open in shock. What did you say? Do you have hearing problems in addition to your mental problems? Alex removes himself from the bed. I hired you as a personal assistant. Nothing more, nothing less. Storming here in the middle of the night accusing me of what exactly? Attacking you in your sleep? Oh, we have nowhere to go with this one. How dare you laugh? It's not funny. Oh, but it is, at least to me. Why in the world would someone like me waste time with someone like you? Alex takes a step forward, causing you to take a step back. What's that supposed to mean? Someone like me? Exactly what you think it means. I only hired you as a favor to my mother and her philanthropic ways, but this is asking too much. I'm a businessman, not a psychiatrist. I can't help you with whatever crazy episode you're struggling through right now. First thing in the morning, I expect you to pack your bags and get out of my sight. Consider yourself fired. Feel your nails drawing blood from the palms of your hands. Fired? Do you actually think I'd want to work with someone like you? I know all about you. You're garbage. Clearly hit a nerve with Alex, who immediately charges towards you. Really? I don't think he would. And sometimes you have to stay on your own. But they give us a freezing fear. Before you can react, Alex pushes you up against the wall. Don't you ever call me garbage again, do you understand? Struggle to get out of his grip, he doesn't hurt you. But it's intensely uncomfortable. Let me go. Let me say this one more time, I didn't attack you. The only time I stepped inside your room was when you were screaming bloody murder. If I could have ignored it, I would have. If you didn't attack me, then how did I get this hickey on my neck? I don't know. Maybe you gave it to yourself. Okay. Now, dude, come on. She may not be bright, but neither are you. Why would I? I don't know. Did you plan this? Mark yourself up so you can barge in here, hoping I'd pay you to keep your mouth shut? Alex loosens his hold and steps back. I have more money and more lawyers at my disposal than you can imagine. You really are crazy. Stop calling me that. Why not? It's the truth, isn't it? Alex leans forward and smirks. You've been to the loony bin, haven't you? You want to crawl back into the wall. All of the anger, bravery you had storming in Alex's room has quickly dissipated, leaving a cloud of shame and surprise. What did you say? Oh, come on. You didn't think I'd hire a personal assistant without ever knowing every single detail about them, did you? Then you would know about Bryce Cruz, your ex-boyfriend. Oh, I know all about him. I know every one of your secrets. Abby Redding. Then you know... Alex leans forward, his hand against the wall above your shoulder. How you killed him? I know all about that, too. Okay. 2 weeks earlier. I do believe a smidgen of qualification was on your qualification. Joy sits across from her son, gesturing at the resume on his desk. I thought it went without saying that I didn't want to hire a murderer. I wouldn't hire someone with a record for this position, least of all my personal assistant. She says it was self-defense. So I read. Alex Carter closes the folder with the background report he had a security team put together. The grand jury agreed. Didn't find it worthy enough to take to court. Doesn't mean it's true. This Bryce Cruz had a record, sweetie. Even if it was murder, it sounds like he deserved it. Thanks, Mom. That's great. Take it on. It'll be good PR, not to mention you could use the karma after the waitress scandal. Alex leans back in his chair and sighs. Fine, but if I wind up murdered, it's on you. Hey, Mom, if I end up dead, it's because of you. Present day. It was self-defense. Alex purses his lips together. So I heard. You have no right to ask me about it. Cover your bracelet with your hand. How can I leave what happened in the past if everyone else won't? Alex nods. Fair enough. There's nothing left to know anyways. I have the facts. He hurt you. You stabbed him. It's not that simple. Isn't it? I'll... You know what? I'm gonna go explain. Bryce didn't just hurt me, tormented me, physically and mentally. He'd do anything he could to control me. There was one time he returned a shirt I bought because he thought it was too revealing, then denied ever knowing I bought it in the first place. I didn't know what he did until I found the return receipts. And when I confronted him, he called me a liar before he gave me a black eye. And worst of all, he made me believe I deserved it, all of it. Then why'd you stay with him? That's a question a lot of victims get asked. And it's a very simple yet very complicated answer. I honestly don't know. I can give you a bunch of reasons, but at the end of the day, I'm not really sure. You ever feel like that, or do you always have a reason for what you do? I'm not sure, but I definitely wouldn't stay with someone who treated me like that. It's easy to say that when you never experienced it. A sudden rainstorm pounds down against the roof, causing you both to look upward. I think you should leave my room now. Alex's voice is almost drowned out by the din of rain. Not until you apologize. Apologize? For something I didn't do? How can you so easily forget yourself? I thought you needed this job, or was it planned to become homeless? You folks sure wouldn't take you in. How does he know that? Okay, I'm not spending more diamonds. Like I said, the illusion of choice. He didn't give a shit what we had to say in the first place. It was nice to get off her chest, but ignore the comment. I don't need any job bad enough to put up with this. Abby, honestly, you think about what you're saying. Why would I do something like this? I'm rich, handsome, and successful. I can get pretty much any woman I want. Why would I need to force someone? It's a good reason, but it's also a common excuse that is used, and it's kind of watered down to this point, of people who are rich, famous, and whatnot. Yes, oh, pretty much. I mean, could you imagine Ryan Reynolds right now being like, I am single? Women would line around the block for that guy. But then there's people out there who are rich and famous, and pretty much they do bad things to women. Or men. Ooh. Now you want me to be the psychiatrist? How am I supposed to know why you did what you did? I'm not a psychiatrist. I imagine you've been to one enough times to have some insight. I'm not sure the best drink in the world would understand you. How are you even so sure I did something? You were asleep! I didn't have a hickey on my neck when I went to sleep. What if something bit you? Like a bug. This is an old cabin, we're out in the elements. It's natural for bugs to get in. Wouldn't you have felt the weight on top of you if it really was me giving you a hickey? There's no way I could have moved away from you fast enough. I don't know, but I know what I felt. Oh, well, whatever it was that you felt, it wasn't me. I promise I didn't touch you. Bugs don't make you feel like something's sucking on you. True story. Fine, let's go to your room and check. Not missing a beat, Alex heads straight towards your room without you. You quickly follow behind. Flips on the light, pulls back the comforter, and there, resting next to your pillow, are 3 dark leeches. Ah! You yelp, jumping back against the door. No! Hide your face in your hands. Alex curses as he removes the pillowcase, gathering the 3 intruders in his hand. What was that about me attacking you? That's impossible. Really? How's it impossible? You didn't check. Alex brushes past you to get rid of the leeches, leaving you behind. I would now be ashamed and immensely apologizing to the guy. Just saying. You follow him down the stairs, hearing him mutter and curse as he goes. Those weren't there a few minutes ago. Don't think I'm going to forgive this incident, Miss Redding. You're still fired. Stay quiet for a moment before nodding. I understand. What I did was inexcusable. I just wish you'd understand where I'm coming from. After Bryce, I promised myself I'd never let anyone hurt me ever again. I thought we agreed not to discuss this. You nod before racing back upstairs to change and pack your things. I'm gonna go with I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. How did I think Alex could do that? Why didn't I stop and think it through? I felt those leeches and my mind started playing tricks on me. That's why I dreamed someone was pushing me down. A few minutes later, you come back downstairs dragging your suitcase behind you. What are you doing? I think it's best if I leave now. There's no reason for me to stay, is there? Well, one, you haven't even changed. You're still in your nightie. You're still fired, if that's what you're asking, but you don't have to leave. It's raining outside. Why do you always make me feel as though I'm some sort of monster? Because you kind of are, but not in the way she's accused you of. At least in that way. Ignore him and continue out the door. You're seriously leaving now in the middle of a storm. As if on cue, a roar of thunder rips across the sky. I need to start looking for another job. I can't afford to wait. I need to get back home as soon as possible so I can find another job. Thank you for the opportunity. Fine! Get out of here. If you expect me to feel sorry for you and give your job back, you're wrong. Alex turns away and heads back upstairs, and you make your way out the front door. The rain is heavier now, the ground slick with mud. You get in the car and turn on the ignition, but it resists. Trying again, the engine gives a feeble groan as the headlights flicker on and off. Finally, the engine gives in, roaring into action. You switch the car into reverse, but when you hit the gas, your car lunges forward and collides straight into a tree. I can't even laugh about this because I've actually been in a car when someone did that, and I'm like, what the were you thinking? And they're like, I swore it was in, in reverse, and I'm like, yeah, okay. They didn't hit a tree, but they almost crashed through the garage, but, I digress. It's funny, because I've seen it on commercials, and then you experience it, and you're like, okay, this is a thing. The airbag deploys on your head back with a violent force, nearly knocking you unconscious. You think you smell smoke, but you can't tell for sure. Your head's been battered, and your vision blurred. You hear Alex running to the car, his voice echoes out to you as if calling through a tunnel. What were you thinking, Abby? He rips the car door open to get a better look at you. Don't move, Abby. Don't move. I'm calling 911. Alex dials a number and waits for an answer. The airbag has your neck pinned in place, but you manage to glance over at Alex. You stare at him, struggling to stay conscious. Something on the seat catches your eye. You look down and finally see it. The red-headed doll laying beside you, unharmed. That's impossible. I put you in the shed. I locked you away. Did Alex bring it out here? Stop blaming your goddamn boss! Or just him in general. I was starting to like this book, and then it started to go to shit with this chapter. That and I have actually had a good night's sleep, so who knows, maybe my judgment was clouded. You look back at Alex to see his shocked expression. Not a shock of discovery, but of recognition. He, too, has seen this doll before. Okay. So, by the way, Nightingale achievement, okay. Let's see what it is. I think it's between the hours of da-da-da-da-da. Let's see, scroll down. And then I wanted to show you guys something. This one? Yeah, no. So, it's 12 hours difference. So, think about this. If you want this achievement, you have to play in, like, I'm in Eastern time. It's, 11 a.m. here right now. So keep that in mind. So, Eastern time. So basically, if you want to complete this achievement, think of that. So Eastern time. Just think of Eastern time in the whole world, no matter where you are. 12 hours different from that. So, people were wondering how to get that achievement. Well, by God, we just got it. Also, speaking of achievements. So, a lot of people have been complaining. They're like, where did the free diamonds go, guys? They said, Okay, so, as you can see, there's a little thing that says rewards. If you scroll down, you can get one free diamond. It looks like per day, which is nice, which it gives you a, login consistently thing, type of achievement. So, do that every day, you get some diamonds, so figuring you play these, per se, once a week, and then if you save up your diamonds, I've amassed quite a few. So I gotta thank them for that. Also thank Choices. They finally started putting at least one diamond per chapter out. Or at least it'll be random, it seems. So that's nice for people who are just starting the app, because through like 300 or so chapters that there is. I mean, not just do you get a diamond for completion, but you also get a diamond for watching an ad, so let's just double that to 600. That's not bad. That's 2 whole books complete that you can do in Choices. With that being said, it looks like we're done with chapters this week. Thank God, finally. And I finally got a little bit of sleep last night. It was actually really nice. With that being said, let me know what you think of the book down in the comment section below. Also, if you ever want to chat with me as well as many other very passionate individuals, there is a few links to our social media, but specifically our Discord, where you can come in, you can share videos, music, links, images, or just your opinion, and have chats with me as well as many others. And also, hit that like and share button. If you're subscribed or you're going to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit the bell next to it, because also you'll get notifications for when I do videos. So you'll never miss a beat. And otherwise, until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.